Hey guys, and thanks for watching. Welcome back to the channel where we provide you with tools and tips to help you move with purpose. So today's video is a little bit different, and there is a blog post that goes with this where I talk a little bit about habits and systems and how you need the appropriate system to actually support your habit. I use an example and real life scenario of exercise in my life being the habit, and how I've built a system in order to support that habit so that it can occur regularly. I explain how the habit itself can actually fluctuate, so the exercise doesn't need to be exactly as how I have it written all the time, but the important thing is just showing up. In this video, I'm just showing you an example of one of those workouts where I just show up for the sake of consistency. I didn't like how I was feeling in that particular day. I decided to film it, and I basically just going through a quick little warm-up, deciding how I feel, and I settled upon two simple movements of body weight squats and push-ups, and I just need to get something done. You can follow along with this workout if you'd like to. I'm just getting it done so I don't explain anything, but hopefully it gives you a little bit of inspiration and motivation to just get through something in your day as well. Thanks a lot for watching.
Okay, so I decided to try to add a voiceover here to explain a little bit about what I'm doing, add a little bit more value to this video. So here, part of my warm-up is kind of just a breakdown of what would have been a walking Spider-Man sequence. I'm doing it stationary here. So I'm starting off with these long climbers and actually just taking my time to scour through the joint, feel everything, open up my hips a little bit. I generally feel fairly tight in the glute hamstring area there. So this is what I'm working on in this section. So I've done a few repetitions on each side here. And now I'm adding in just a hamstring stretch, and I'm flossing through that posterior line of my body just to try and warm things up a little bit and see how that all feels. So I'll repeat the same thing on the other side here and take my time. I'll go through it a couple of times just to make sure that everything feels nice and fluid. If one side's tighter than the other, which I believe my right side was just feeling a little bit tighter on this particular day, then I'll spend a little more time on that side. Alright, and once I've done that, I transition and add in some T-spine rotations with this, so really getting into that spiral line of the body, trying to open up my mid-back as well as my hip and adductor area with this one as well. Making sure that I get nice and stable, and then I'm really reaching up towards the ceiling and thinking of length from head to my back foot, as well as from the hand on the ground all the way up to the ceiling. I'm just trying to separate everything. This is just some downward dog stuff here. It feels good. A little bit of a march for the calves, because at this point I knew I was going to do some squats, and I wanted to have those calves nice and stretched out. as well as the push-ups, doing a few push-ups to warm up the chest and shoulder area. So here I am going to do a little bit of a bottom range squat warm-up. What I ended up deciding to do for this workout was to kind of pre-exhaust my legs, since I'm only using body weight, with a bottom range squat, and then to do a fuller range squat afterward. So with these squats, I think I ended up doing about 25 of them. I'm still focusing on form here, so I'm not just blasting through things. Everything's controlled and thinking of pulling myself down with that negative, squeezing everything up, making sure that the hip torque is there, keeping my knees open. I want to have a little bit of that corkscrew into the ground with my feet. And you can see that my heels are slightly elevated on the mat. I just didn't really feel like I had that ankle flexibility. So I gave it a little bit of help so that I could maintain a proper position with my torso. So here these are the fuller rep range, or the fuller range squats. As you can see, I don't go to a full lockout position at the top of these. Again, I'm just using body weight, and I really kind of wanted to feel a burn and get a pump going. So in order to do that, I'm just keeping a constant load and tension throughout the entire repetition, whereas if I go to the full range at the top, I do get a little bit of a rest. So this just heats things up a little bit more doing it like this. I didn't time my rests either here. Again, the whole point of kind of doing these alternative workouts is just going by how you feel. So if I needed a little bit more rest, I would take a little bit more. If I needed a little less, I'd take a little bit less, and just go when I kind of felt ready to go. Of course, I still want to get my heart rate up a little bit, so I'm not going to overdo it with the rest. But I'm going to stay within a tolerance. So here with the push-ups, once again, these are kind of fuller range. They're not the proper full range where I'm going to a full elbow lockout here. Once again, I want to keep some good tension throughout the repetition all the way through so that I don't really have any rest points with it. And then I go into a partial range push-up, after this here, and that's just going to be in the bottom range. So that's just going to fully cook everything that's there. And if you haven't done these before, I highly recommend you try them. They'll heat things up and they'll suck for you. So again, with these push-ups, everything's controlled with them. Still pulling myself down for the negative and making sure I'm squeezing everything. Again, some slight torsion into the ground with my hands when I do the push-ups. And once again here, I'm resting. Don't know how long I'm resting for, but not too long, just a quick little shakeout. And I decide to go for another round. And that's pretty much this workout. I mean, I think the overall thing, maybe it took me about 8 minutes to do the actual workout part. If you incorporate the warm-up, we're looking at about a 10-12 minute workout tops. So I mean, you can fit that into your day, and it's not great in terms of you're going to advance yourself a whole lot, but it's something, and it keeps the habit, which is great for consistency purposes. And sometimes when your life gets turned upside down, that's what's the most important